Hi, welcome into another edition of Curling on Curdia. Tonight we have a special series starting. It's the Belgium Men's Senior Challenge, match 1 of 5. So it's a 5-game set. I am Daisy Duck.
Hoping, yeah. You're the Daisy Duck.
I'm Daisy Duck. This is Donald Duck.
Wait.
And
We're both Daisy Duck.
oh, I screwed it up.
Well, I mean, in 2023, we can be a Daisy Duck couple.
Why not? Yeah. No judgment.
No judgment at all, no. But to be kind of back on the topic, this is not just one game. This is the beginning of a series of epic games. And if we remember how Brewers Ducks and Grey Ducks played their last couple of games in the Belgium League, I think we're set for an epic series here.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we are looking at a couple of different teams. The Brewers Ducks have actually taken a couple of players from N19, so but very strong players. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play together. They don't play together often, but I think everybody knows how to throw a stone at this point, so they're just going to be able to slide everything in there. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, well, let's have a quick look then at the kind of schedule for the weekend.
Yep.
So, Belgium National Senior Challenge, or the Black Ducks Challenge, because the Black Ducks, that's the official name of the Belgium seniors team that gets to present the nation on the world stage. Basically, they directly qualify for the World Curling Championships in South Korea end of April. So it's a pretty important game for both teams.
Yeah, this is definitely, and they've played each other a lot. Both these teams have represented Belgium. They tend to go down to the last stone of the last game of the series. So we're looking for a bit more of that. Ooh, excuse me. So this weekend we'll be having the opening game tonight. We'll have games 2 and 3 tomorrow morning and afternoon, and then Sunday we'll have games 4 and 5 if necessary at the same time slots, 10 and 2.
Yeah.
They apparently rushed through their warm-ups, or we were really late, probably us being really late, but they've already done the LSDs and are getting ready to start. So enough of us. Let's
head back to the ice. And the hammer is going to the Black Ducks, the Brewers Ducks. That's just confirmed by Stefan there. And now Grey Ducks are setting up to throw their first zone. And also kind of new, they have uniforms, and they have pretty nice uniforms.
Yeah, they kind of look like the Jamaican curling team, but hey, they're looking really sharp out there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so I put my glasses on so I can see. And here we go with Guy leading us off.
And we started. And this is also the moment where Dirk is pressing the timer. You'll see that sometimes in the background we have a TV that's showing the thinking time behind the glass, so that should also be a guarantee for a kind of speedy game so far, or at least kind of a well-paced game.
Yeah, the teams. This will be the first official match with the time clock going. So you're gonna see just really quick decisions here, moving right in. No time to think or talk about what we're. They're not going to give us any time to think about stuff and second guess them. It's just going to be straight into it. So I can't say the Ducks. I have to say the Grey Ducks or the Brewers Ducks. I'm gonna get this totally wrong.
Yeah.
So Grey Ducks went into the house. So Brewers Ducks are just gonna like hit this one away. They slide the shooter, goes out of play, and moves on to the next stone. So I have a feeling we're going to see a bit more, blank ends than we usually did. Like the Ducks had a couple of, the Brewers Ducks had a couple of great blank ends going over the weekend to start off their match. So this is something I think we're going to see in this match as well.
I wonder why they picked green and yellow. That's something I forgot to ask, but I'll definitely raise that question because I want to know the answer now.
My guess is because that's what colors like mallard ducks have. Like male ducks have a green head, but usually it's like a white or yellow band around their neck. Is a little bit confusing when they call themselves the Grey Ducks and there's no gray on their uniform, but that is my guess. It's something to do with the mallard duck having a green head.
Yeah, second possibility is a referral to the Zemst colors. I know the city of Zemst kind of has a blue, yellow, and green as colors, but then they would miss blue, so that's probably not the case.
Oh, Brewer's Duck's going a little bit long with that one, sitting in the back of the house, but still right behind that guard, so I did not see what Stefan indicated there with his hand. I think he was giving a number, so it might be a little bit light, so they're gonna maybe hope this taps on the guard, pushes it forward into the house. It does.
That could also be confusing that we have 2 Ducks teams, but also 2 Stefans on this game.
Yeah, and on opposite teams. Yeah, that's always going to be. That's never fun.
At least they're kind of slightly different spelled, so that should clarify it in the scoreboard. But still, in the voiceover, it's the same.
Yeah, I'm not pronouncing them any different. So
you could say Stephanie and Stefan, but I don't know if Stephanie would appreciate that.
No. Oh, this one's gonna catch it, but is it gonna jam it? That jams it on the red in the back, so yellow's sitting pretty good right now. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just say yellow and black and red.
Yeah, yeah, true. It's so obvious, and yet so not obvious. But we'll go for yellow and red.
Chris is coming. This one, and Stefan indicating it might be a little bit heavy. Either that or he's throwing up a number and I just can't quite see, because yeah, this one doesn't look heavy. It's going to come up, going to get around that guard. This is going to be a really nice stone. Should be just in front of the tee. Oh, boys, you don't want that to peek out too far on the other side. Yeah. Brewer's Duck's just going to be taking this stone out, clear out the guard, and get things moving. Sweeping to hold this one. Looks
It'll
okay.
hit the guards, so what will happen now?
Will it run back? It does, but it jams a bit. Now it kind of leaves a double there, but I think that Grey Ducks can put something in front of it to kind of protect it. Yeah, look at that. They're given a couple of options there. Short is probably better.
I wonder if in the future the teams, international teams that will compete against the winner of this series will watch back these series just to scout our Belgian national team, and then kind of hear us now talk about this game.
Well, international teams, if you're out there watching, welcome.
As a message to the future. Welcome to Belgium curling, and I hope you're impressed and scared if you see our 2 best teams competing right here in this series.
A little bit deep, kind of taps it over, kind of takes away the triple. So there's no triple there, but there might still be a double or so. Also an option for a hit and roll underneath into the button. So.
And here's our first consumption of the thinking time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a way we can get that thinking time on our, so we can get that clock somewhere we can look at it.
Well, once the sliding starts, there's the zoom out, and then you can have a quick peek.
Okay. So we're starting, each team is starting out with 32 minutes of thinking time. This one's a little bit inside, but it's not gonna fall far enough to get that one in the back. Splits it open. He's just going to allow Grey Ducks to throw something back, similar position.
Tom reconsidering his choice and going for the hit and roll. So for international viewers, we're here live at Curling Club Zemst, home base of Belgium curling.
This one looks like it's going to get the takeout, but I don't know if it's going to fall enough to roll over. Nope, gets it on the nose. kind of a risky call there. It's going to leave it open for the Brewers Ducks to kind of roll either direction. It's going to be just a little bit on the outer edge. It does catch that one off the back. Oh, very nice stone there. I think I'm going to mark that one, write it down.
All right. The first skip time in this game.
Not a bad setup here for Hey Lucas. No, we got it back to, it was 6-5 going into the last end, and they managed to score, so they just beat us out. We were sitting in a strong position, but they had the last stone, and they got it. All right, gets rid of the red, and they're going to lose their own yellow there, but the shooter stays in the house. Yeah, apparently we talked to somebody today, Lucas, about how our strategy on that last end, and apparently we played it wrong. We should have done something a little bit different.
We forgot about one of the basic rules in doubles curling, where you can't take out the first couple of stones.
So yeah, so we played a little bit conservative, went to the side when we should have played into the middle. We still put up a lot of pressure on them. They still had to make a really good shot at the last stone to beat us, but they just snuck it in and got the win. But we could have made it a lot harder on them.
Mm-hmm. There's the first removal of the jackets.
Yep. Yeah, they've added a mini heater into the rink to kind of warm up the air a little bit. It's helped a little. It's helped some, but I think once you start getting, it's not that great. But once you start sweeping, you definitely warm up quick. I believe Stefan's going to try to hit off this yellow one and then roll back to the inside. Nope, he's doing a draw. He's going to try to draw, and they don't want to get it too deep in the house. They're going to just try to get it just a little bit better than that yellow one. Yep. That one carried a little bit deep, so they're trying to figure, might as well try to get it all the way down there. Maybe it'll get behind the guard. Just comes up short. So this is going to give Gray Ducks an opportunity to knock that red one out of the way. Maybe roll in behind the guard themselves. Hi Lucas. 2 Lucases tonight. I think it's somewhere around +3 right now. I forgot to look when I was in there setting up the cameras. It's +3.5 right now. So much better than the minus degrees we've been having before.
Yeah, true. It's a big difference. Doesn't sound like a difference, but that couple of degrees, can really feel that.
This one needs to fall. Looks a little bit heavy.
Yeah, this is wide.
A little bit heavy and wide.
Not really what you expect from Tom van Waterschot. He played some extremely good stones in the last league game.
Yeah, he rarely misses shots like that. So big opening here for Brewers Ducks. Opportunity sitting 1. Got an easy draw for 2.
Yeah.
Just have to get it all the way into the blue, and that'll be enough. So they've got a little bit of backing. Now the danger with these is always being too light.
Yeah.
So you see the sweepers jumping on it early. They want to make sure that it gets down there. It's always better to sweep it early and then get off of it and hope it stops as opposed to waiting too long and having it come up short. But that one looks like it's going to be just fine. That's going to come right into the house. And there we go. 2 points for Brewer's Ducks here in the first end. Taking advantage of that rare miss from Tom. So
Yeah.
that could be a big thing for them. Fans in the canteen are going nuts.
Yeah, this is total bonkers here.
All right, so here we go. Starting off round 2, end number 2. Jan's going to be leading us off here for the Brewers Ducks. I so have to stop myself from just saying Ducks.
The Red Ducks and then the Jamaican Ducks.
Stain's gonna bring it into the house, right down just in front of the button. But this is just gonna lead the Gray Ducks to just take it out. That's all they're looking for. Whenever some of the teams are going to the house, they're just gonna try to get it out. I think that's the strategies we're gonna see today. Maybe if it was a little bit higher in the house, they might leave it alone, but once it's sitting right there, you got to get rid of it. Don't give them a chance to protect something like that. Ooh, this one's a bit wide. That's not gonna fall enough.
Oops.
Unfortunate. Now here's an opportunity for Brewers Ducks. Put something out in front of it, guard it up, and force the Grey Ducks to do something here. This one looks like it's got decent weight, but it's just not curling.
No. Has to fall a lot. Has to fall at least 2 stones deep.
There it goes, but is it going to be enough? No, and it's actually going to set up right next to it and set up a double, so a little bit too deep there. Gives the Grey Ducks an opportunity to come and get rid of it, make up for their first mistake, their first stone, so... This one also looks wide. Is that one gonna fall? No.
It could be a double though.
There
could be a double though.
Gonna catch it. Oh, and it catches one of the tops, so at least gets one of them out of the way.
Yep.
It fell a lot more than I was expecting. That really looked like it was coming in a bit wide and was gonna stay out there. The Ducks with another opportunity to cover up their stone. And let's see if the Ducks will be able to answer the Ducks.
Oh man, this is going to be a long weekend here.
I'm just going to be saying, I'm just going to call everybody the Ducks. I mean, I'm not wrong. Technically correct. It's the best kind of correct. Now, this one's good weight. It's going to be just into the house. Sets up another slight double here.
I like it. It's not the worst. So.
Yeah, Lucas, eventually that's sort of a plan of ours, is that we want to be able to start miking up teams. Right now we only do it ourselves because we only have like 2 microphones, but they only go on 1 channel. So it's hard to do that. But eventually that will be the plan. Ooh, just skips a bit over the top. Gets one out and pushes that one further back in the house. So yeah, as I was saying, so we're eventually the plan is we'd love to have everybody mic'd up for every game, and then we need like the audio equipment where we can manage to be able to mute teams and players when they're not in there. So it's coming, just we don't know when yet.
Yeah. Yeah, we need some equipment to facilitate that.
I mean, we could always do the 2 microphones to one team during a doubles match if they're interested in doing that, just to kind of hear how they discuss things apart from us as well. So we're just gonna bring this one down into the house, but it's gonna get deep and does over curl, but now it's gonna set up a pocket double there. Tom's gonna opt to leave them there and just kind of draw it in on top of that one sitting in the red.
Yeah, they're sitting behind a T-line, so they're not really that dangerous.
Makes sense there. Line looks okay. Is this going to have the weight? I think that's going to be plenty of weight, maybe even a little bit heavy, a little outside. It's going to... Not too bad there. It does move things out of the way, and that yellow was kind of sitting with some some backing, so not... There is a gap there. There is a gap. They can get rid of it. You can see it. That's exactly what they're going to try to do. But if the nose hit this will just jam on the back. Make sure this one's off to the side. Looks pretty good. Sweeper's holding it on that side. Clear it out nicely.
Very good stone.
Crowd is going wild. We do have 2 other matches going on at the same time. We have some doubles matches going on. Over on sheet A, we have Double Trouble against the Hammerheads, and on sheet B, we have Belenki against Curling Stones. Yep. So if these guys ever give us a time to look over at the scores and see what's going on, I will try to do it, but they're moving so fast that it's not going to be easy. That was going to carry, it's going to move that red one. Doesn't quite get it out of the house. Still biting, but there's enough of a gap behind it that's great. Brewer's Ducks will be able to take that one out. This one's going to hit on the nose. It's going to take out the red on the back, but it does move that yellow out of the house. Does put those 2 reds together. Yeah. Alright, they're going to use this one for backing, so try to freeze up against it.
Hey, Bina.
Oh, hi, Bina. Good to see you. Hey, even a few minutes is good. Glad to have you here.
All the way from, I think it was it Michigan or Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. She's a Scotty. Well, I assume she never did say, so I keep assuming, Sheena, you are a lady because of your Bina, because of the name Bina, but I don't know for sure.
Minnesota.
Oh, it's one of those Midwesterns. That's right. No, it's somebody else that was from Wisconsin. One of the fans on Reddit was from Wisconsin. My mistake. Sorry about that. Yellow's in a good spot. Well, they're in shot, but
it's a pun. Open. It's a pun.
been a plumber. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to joke about that last name Plumber because I thought that was your real last name, but now that we know it's a pun.
Well, Plumber is an actual last name in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, it can be, but it's also a job.
It's a profession. A lot of kind of people have profession art last names,
Yep.
referring to back in the days, Napoleonic games or times.
Yep. This one's gonna fall over. It does get the yellow out, but it does knock out one of their reds as well. Managed to have a couple of still in here. Getting on to skip stones for the ducks. Is Tom gonna try to double this one out? The way he's pointing at it, maybe. Thanks for being so understanding, Vina.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a red shirt, and I think my face is about as red as the shirt right now, but fortunately, we don't put our faces on the screen too much, so... Alright, Tom with an important stone here. Alright, so how would we correctly pronounce it? Would we say Bina or Bina?
I think it's Benna, if that's the pun.
There we go. This is gonna fall a little bit too much, but it does stay in the house. That's the spirit. Unfortunately for the ducks, that one rolled out, so the ducks will be able to take this one out. Only spelled it, never thought how to pronounce it. See, I've been around since the early days of the internet, and it's like screen names were always something that we had to think about how we pronounced it, because you always had to tell it to somebody. But these days, yeah, now people don't often think about that. It's just always typed. Alright, so here is one of the Stefans coming from one of the ducks, trying to take out the other duck's stone.
I don't know how.
On the outside, if this one catches that yellow, is it gonna jam onto the red? Oh, it does jam onto the red. It's not what they wanted here. That is gonna give Tom an opportunity to draw for 2 and level this match up. The whole circle, the whole house, just waiting for a stone. Yes, but which ducks?
Which ducks? Now you have to.
Now you have to pick.
We didn't kind of pick our favorites, John.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't.
Do we have favorites, or do you have favorites?
No. I favorite good curling. I'm rooting for the black ducks.
That's such a Timo. That's such a Timo thing to say. I'm rooting for. You're rooting for the black ducks.
Yep. I've played quite a bit with Tom and Stefan in the curling in the club championship, so I kind of know them better. I play really well against Stefan from the Brewers Ducks. Like he and Bart always seem to make the best out of me. So maybe I'm slightly leaning towards
I
Grey
forgot
Ducks.
to watch the score. I was looking at the camera.
It was 2-0.
2-0.
Grey Ducks scored 2. Yeah. That really did hurt the Ducks there. I'm gonna get it right. They really did hurt the Brewers Ducks there. They really needed that stone in the house to at least take away a chance of them scoring 2. So, a couple of mistakes early on, leading to 2 points for the other team. So we're all knotted up here at 2.
So I assume Wayne is rooting for the Brewers Ducks.
Yeah, Yeah, I think Wayne, you've played with those guys before in the past.
Yep. It's also a little bit of a Campina with ducks against Zems ducks.
That is true. That is true. Tom's running out there. Like we say, it's always a bad idea. I'm rooting for the ducks. Oh, it turned out to be a very nice stone. Well played there, right on the center line. Got it down quite deep. Usually when the skip runs out there, it's before the hog line. They're just hoping to try to get it down somewhere. That one is quite nicely swept. All right, quick update. I can see over on sheet A, they're at the third end, and Double Trouble leads over the Hammerheads 3-1. On sheet B, it is 1-0, but I have to see who has what color stones. They are in the second end. And I missed what happened to that stone. I was looking at the other sheets.
I think Tom wanted a draw behind the guards.
No, the previous stone.
Oh, the previous stone.
Don't see it in play, so... Did it tick the other one away?
No, you can ask chats. I didn't...
So we're not paying attention to it. All right, just taps that one a little bit, but does keep that guard on the center line. So still, oh, thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Wayne.
This is why we want to have people in chats. Just cover for slip-ups.
Yeah. Okay, so I can now see that it is Curling Stones leading 1-0 over Belenki in the second end.
Curling Stones winning against Belenki.
Yep.
Oh, that's unexpected.
And it was a steal of 1. Whew. So this one draws into the house, doesn't quite get behind that guard there. This is going to have an opportunity for the Ducks to take out the Ducks and then sit behind their own guard and be leading the Ducks. That joke is going to get so old, but I'm just going to keep it. It was old before I said it, and I'm just going to ride that thing into the ground.
Do the teams pick the same color every game? Like, are they going to play with red and yellow throughout the whole series? I think so. That would make things easier for us.
It very much so would. Yeah, maybe we can tell them they have to.
Yeah. We'll say it's a rule.
I have a feeling that the teams will pick the same stones each time.
Yeah.
It'll help them get used to it and know what the stones are doing.
It's also good because the Brewers Ducks are playing in red jerseys. Helps to have the red stones.
Yeah, and the Grey Ducks have got the yellow on theirs, so... Yeah. Alright, this one also... It's gonna curl a little bit behind that guard, but it's also a little bit deeper, so this is also gonna give an opportunity for Grey Ducks to do something with it. The being behind the T-line, just behind the T-line, Tom wants Chris to just kind of draw this one in. Sit right in front of it. This feels a bit wide. It does not look like it's falling nearly as much as it was during the club nights this week. So, a little bit wide. Just squeezes by. Yep, sits in the back of the house.
Yep. Could
come into play. Gonna have to see if Brewers Ducks can do something to protect that stone there. They do have the hammer, so they'll be able to load up things.
Heavy and wide, yep. It's,
ooh, just like this one. Wide at least.
It's definitely too wide, yeah.
Oh, we wanted that one a little bit deeper. If it wasn't gonna stop short, needed deeper. So now this is gonna give them an opportunity for a nice little pocket in there. See Tom taking just a little bit less ice. This one's gonna be well wide of the guard. It's just not gonna fall in enough. Yeah, I think just giving way too much ice over on that side. It's not dropping nearly as much as they'd like. Now that's a setup for a hit and roll, if I've ever seen one. Now Stefan is the classic overthinker. He is going through 800 different simulations in his head right now as to what could possibly be done. But with the thinking clock, maybe he's gonna cut down some of those. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do kind of enjoy that.
Apparently, there is also a theory that the game is called curling, not only because the stones curl, but also because they make it that kind of curl sound when they slide across the ice.
Sweeping this one to make sure it gets around the guard. I think that one's going to be fine, but they want to make sure it also hits that yellow, which it's going to. That's going to roll over. Oh, that's a beautiful stone.
Perfect.
Right there onto the pin.
Shot of the match so far, in my opinion.
We are clicking that button. We are writing it down because I don't trust my button clicker just yet.
What happened over on one of the other sheets? Is that John from the Canadians that popped up?
That is Gregory doing his best John call.
Yeah.
And that was literally the farthest part of the ice from us. Ooh, this one looks a bit inside. It is going to catch onto that red yellow, so maybe that'll run back. Oh, a little bit over curl. You need to sweep that one to hold it a little bit better.
Yeah, a little bit was the gentle way of putting it.
It's only a few centimeters.
Yeah, true.
Over 40 something meters and only being a couple of centimeters off. I think we can give them the benefit of using the word little bit off.
Will you agree to that? The scream guy.
the guy who is screaming now is not the same guy we were talking about before. So when we talk about John from Canadians, that's the screamy guy.
Yeah.
So that's the guy yelling right now, or just now, was Gregory. He's not normally that vocal, but apparently he really wanted that one swept hard.
Yeah.
Good guard there from the Brewers Ducks. What are they going to do here? I think they're going to try to draw into this. Yeah, Gregory has represented Belgium at the European Championships in the past, so he is definitely one of he's been around the club for quite a while and is a pretty good player.
Yep.
So he knows how to use the lungs when he needs to. Important stone for Grey Ducks here. This looks wide.
Yep, Stefan showing it has to fall.
There it goes. It's going to catch the back one, but it's not going to be able to move it enough, I don't think. Nope, just kind of taps it a little bit better. So, Brewers Ducks are sitting in a very strong position here. It's going to be interesting to see what what they're gonna call.
Yep.
Looks like they're trying to put something up high just to kind of protect those 2 stones.
They do have hammered, so they have an additional advantage to score points here.
Yep. And so now Grey Ducks, I think they're going to have to go into mode where they just kind of do damage control. Let's try not to give up a 4 end here.
The good thing is it's way too early to kind of be decisive on the stones, but you want to keep the momentum and make this a close game.
If I had remembered to bring my tablet, I would have done the telestrator, and I could point out which yellow stone I would try to take out. That they could potentially set up a 4 house, maybe even a 5 if they hit it right. So this one, they're just going to try to draw it in, get it between those stones on the... oh, this one falling over quite quickly, a little bit light.
I think they're happy with the guards.
Yep, that'll take
work.
away that path to the button here. We just know it's not falling enough for them to get in there, so... All right, thanks, Benna. Thanks for stopping in, and we're probably going to be here for another hour, well, at least another hour, probably 2. So if you're back, hope to see you. We're playing more matches tomorrow, but it's going to be like middle of the night for you. So maybe if you're still up after a gig, we'll be on.
Yeah. But much appreciated for dropping in. All the way from
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Don't you know?
Do they have an accent in Minnesota? Could you kind of do an impression of a kind of Minnesotan accent?
Not very well. No, they do have something, but I'm not very good at it. So
I was told they pronounce Bina as Benna.
I'm trying to do some damage control, try to limit the number of points that Brewers Ducks will be able to score. Want to get this one down past the guards into the house. Ideally get it right onto the red, so that's going to really close it off. It closes up that opening over there, that draw path there, but you can see that Brewers Ducks have those 2 reds up front that they can easily just kind of tap back. Apparently one of them, somebody nudged it with their foot, so they're just moving it back out into place. For me, like, the easiest play would just be kind of a light draw. Try to tap that one back. Oh, no, yeah, they have... they're going to try to go through. All right, I'm going to let them make a decision before I figure things out. If I had my telestrator, I'd be drawing lines all over it saying I'd do this one and go there, but they do have backing on that outside, so they can go around that yellow stone. They've got at least 2. Trying to find a 3rd one here.
The Associate Federation official Dirk is almost penalizing some of the people here for potentially giving signs.
So one of the 2 people sitting on the glass underneath the time clock is the alternate for the Brewers Ducks, so he is not allowed to make signals to them. This one's going to come up a little bit light. It's going to tap onto the yellow, but does no damage, so
2 reds.
2 points for the Brewers Ducks. Oh, kind of getting a bit of back and forth here. Each team scoring 2 in their own hammer end, so taking advantage. Ooh, let's see. A quick update from Sheet. B, Curling Stones took 2, stole another 2 in the second, so they lead 3-0 over Belenki. On sheet A, Double Trouble took another one, stole one in the third, so they lead 4-1 in the fourth over Hammerheads.
Hammerheads, that's Larson 2, right?
Yes, that is correct. There goes the white balance, and then back. Stefan tried to sweep this one as deep as he can, but sweeps it off the center line, so no tick rule. The tick rule is not in effect, or the no tick rule is in effect. We'll do the double negatives. English is fun. So Guy leading off here. This one looks a little bit inside. No, actually that was the intention. Pardon me. Thought they were going to try to swing around that guard onto the inside, but they're going to bring it around to the outside of the house. Just in front of the tee line, way off on the edge. Stefan looks at it for a brief second and decides, nah, we're just going to come in behind our own.
Yeah.
Oops. Stefan giving a quick shout, get them on the sweep. Want to get this one down into the house. Oh, runs up against the guard. Jan not happy with that one.
No.
And rolls over just enough that it's not sitting on the center line. So no... Oh wait, tick rule's not in effect anymore anyway. That was the fifth stone, so... Rule is no longer valid. All the stones are live. Wait, no, that's not correct. This is only the fourth stone at the end. I can't count. I really am bad.
Like, we have the stone counter, but yeah, sometimes it's hard.
No, you use different words before saying it's a bad combination. So,
yeah,
no problems, Wayne. All right, this one falls a little bit short. Taps the red back into the house. Fortunately for Grey Ducks, that did kind of move it a little bit outside, so maybe they'll be able to get rid of it. Brewers Ducks are just going to kind of draw behind those guards, get inside the house. Ah, the big screen, Timo.
Wow.
Welcome in. Good evening.
How big is the big screen? I mean, is it like in inches?
We have a 70-inch TV here in the clubhouse. That's big. Is it that big, Timo?
I think
this
Timo
one
sent me a picture of the actual size.
Tim, check WhatsApp. That one falls onto the guards. Does not tap it into the house, though, so... Seeing, Tom wanting to come, run their stone back, maybe try to clear out this red in the house. Maybe sit themselves inside behind these guards. That one is going to just over curl. Does get rid of the red, but the yellow shoots off to the side.
Yeah, I agree. They're very, very nice, those shirts. And it's actually indeed a pretty big TV.
I don't know, is there a banana next to it for scale?
No.
So how are we supposed to know it's a picture?
Yeah, Timo put a banana for scale. There's a chair next to the TV, but I think that's a child's chair. So I think Timo's trying to trick me and making me believe that...
Oh, this is a nice stone. Maybe a little deep. Yep, Tom's going to try to sweep this one out the back. and he gets it deep enough. Ooh, I don't know. Which one between the yellow and the red? That's very close. See if we... Wait, why did that one come up? Oh, that's because it was on the other ride. Never mind. Yeah, Timo, they've got the whole like shirt jacket combo thing going on.
Yep.
Really quite nice. Now, this one is wide and heavy. Slides out the back. Oh, I see Belenki scored 2 in the third, so Curling Stones leads 3-2 over Belenki in the fourth end. Stefan calling for a hit and roll here off that yellow. Get rid of it. This one looks to be okay. Is it going to hold? Sweeper's trying to hold it. It's going to catch a little bit too much, and it's going to slide out the other side with Tom's help. Bit of a fortunate break there for the Grey Ducks, but
Yep.
Brewer's Ducks still got that one sitting in the back of the house.
I got another picture, and now it's
Oh, that is a very old banana.
yeah. That's a black banana.
It's ready for banana bread.
I wouldn't eat that banana, Timo. Trust me on that one.
But this is a small banana. Yeah, it could be a plantain. We don't know. Those are very small, and they look very similar to bananas, so... This one's going to draw around behind the guards. Is that going to fall enough onto that red? Stefan sweeping it a little bit. Try to hold it straight. Taps it. Taps it. Taps the red. Yeah, I'm going to get this out eventually. I'm going to just say tap it a few times. It taps the red back. Does not quite get it out. It's sitting there biting. But yellow is sitting shot. But very deep in the house, so... quite likely usable as backing by the Brewers Ducks here. They won't want to go that deep though. They will want to try to keep this one in front of the tee line. But sitting outside.
Yeah, this is wide. This is wide.
This is wide, and with a little help from Tom. Just taps on the side of the yellow, but doesn't move it enough, so yellow is still lying shot. Yeah, Tom wants to get this one short of the button, short of the red. Try to block off the path to the button there. Stefan wanting just a little bit more ice. Sweepers jumped on it right away. It's a little bit inside. I want this one to fall onto it. Oh, it took a big fall there, so it's also light. Oh. Not a great execution of Stone, but it does kind of help them a little bit. It'll make that top red impossible to use as to promote, so
Stefano's always kind of looking super heroic when he slides down the ice, and you can kind of see his hair waving in the wind like that. Generous lion.
oh, Yeah, Stefan van Dijk. I thought you were talking about other Stefan. It's like, what hair?
No. Definitely talking about Campina Stefan. It reminds me of Hans Klok, you know, the Dutch magician who has a kind of a thing or a meme with looking into an air fan.
No, I don't think I know him.
You can Google it afterwards. You'll get the reference.
All right, a little light stone there from Stefan. Didn't want that one to happen. Kind of leaves a little bit of a gap. It's an opportunity for ducks to kind of, or the gray ducks to maybe draw something in, or even just kind of stop it there in the in that gap. They could potentially draw it. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to draw it outside and go inside out.
So what's the call on this one?
I think we're going to see a draw from the inside out towards the wall. I think they're going to want to be behind that red guard. Try to sit two with protection in an area that's not ideal for them to go at. I will have to take a look at that in a second. I'll ask Dirk in just a second what the time clock's looking like. So it needs to fall. There it goes. Is it going to be deep? Looks like it might be a little bit deep. Takes out that red sitting there in the back. Not quite ideal, because now it gives gonna leave backing for Brewer's Ducks. I'm gonna go check the time clock really quick.
Yeah, as we get in the second half of the game, this is where you wanna use and consume thinking time. I think we're doing fine.
Yep. Brewer's Ducks are 17.5 minutes right now and running, and Gray Ducks are just about 17, so they should be above 15 after this end, and they're looking ahead of schedule at the moment. This one looks like it's got a little too much weight. Is that going to fall enough? All right, there it goes. Should fall and roll over, but is it too heavy? Is it going to fall too much? Well, we don't know because Tim put it on the wrong angle. No, it doesn't fall enough. It fell too much. So it is sitting shot. Red is sitting shot right now. And
we have the multi-view, so we have all the angles there.
Yeah, but you were showing Stefan sliding down the ice instead of the stone finishing.
Oh, okay.
So, not much of an opportunity for Brewer's Ducks to or Grey Ducks to score 2 here. Really just trying to draw for 1. Maybe there's an opportunity.
And I don't know if it falls enough.
If it falls enough, they might have a chance. They don't need to tap it very far. Maybe
if it just kind of
a few
gets
centimeters
behind that redstone sitting in front next to the center line, and if it then falls a little bit and taps the red shotstone. Could be enough.
Could be. Could be.
Question is, will it fall, let's say, a stone when it crosses the house? That's the big question here to ask.
Yeah, because they also have to be careful. Well,
It can really... Well, if they tap their Yellowstone and...
if they tap their Yellowstone,
They
then
score
they
1
still
point.
score one. So, yeah.
So that, I think that's what they're going to try.
Yeah.
Would be the obvious choice. But what do I know? Apparently during our doubles we that's a big screw up during the last end, so I'm not going to pretend like I'm the curling expert here.
No, I'm waiting for Timo's report
Yeah.
on our match and how many poor decisions we made. I thought we played well, but then as soon as I came into the clubhouse, Dirk told me that we played the power play wrong since we didn't have hammer. All right, sweepers are on this one. They want to hold this one, but I think it's going to fall too much.
Yeah, it falls too much.
It's going to catch that top guard. Well, if that
Nah, it's gone.
had an opportunity, but nope, that's going to slide out.
And that's a steal.
A steal of one.
So a steal here for the Brewers, and they kind of take the mental advantage in this game. It's too close to actually say they're heading to a win, but kind of leading 5-2 with a steal halfway the game, halfway this first game. That's I think pretty good for them.
Yeah, it's a very strong position. All right, going to see an intermission here, so we're gonna pop back up to the booth for just a moment, and then I'm gonna go get a beer.
Yeah. So yeah, like I kind of enjoyed watching this game. I kind of hope that we're having some statistics here from Dirk.
Yeah. So from Gary. So
Gary,
Brewers Ducks are throwing 58.6%, and Grey Ducks as a team are throwing 57.8. So really close.
Yeah, it's close.
You're seeing Bart is throwing particularly well. Oh, is it other way around?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Bart's the third for the Ducks, no? So he's
It's hard to interpret the numbers.
somebody's throwing 87.5%.
Somebody, but the
Somebody's
question is
throwing
who
good.
is. So here's question for chat. You can win a big
Sorry?
prize if you can estimate who's the big good thrower in this game here.
Oh,
Is
okay.
it Bart? Is it not Bart?
Walter is throwing
It's Walter.
87%. He's
So
throwing a
did we
pretty
have a
good
winner?
game tonight.
No, chat was too slow to respond. Well,
Thank you.
no big prize today. The big prize was the Ferrari. It's parked at the back, but unfortunately, maybe tomorrow we have a new opportunity to win the Curdia Ferrari. But then you have to.
Wait, we have
be
a
little bit
Ferrari?
quicker.
I can't fit in a Ferrari.
Check our bank account.
Oh,
You'll
that-
notice something
That's
that
why.
explains,
Okay.
right?
That's why we don't have any money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, he only buys stuff that fits him. Like a Ferrari, I'd be like, my head would be up against the top. I don't fit into cars like that.
Yeah. I mean, so like back to the game.
curling, yeah.
Like Brewers Ducks, they lead 5-2, but I don't have the feeling that Grey Ducks are out of the game.
No.
It's close every end, and we've seen Grey Ducks kind of grow in a game. They had that momentum against Luxembourg where they lost first 3 ends, and then kind of slowly increased their skill level, slowly kind of creep back, and then went on top and over their opponent and ended up winning the game almost pretty comfortably. So that's something they can do. They're not really kind of going into a negative spiral. They know how to solve these situations, but can they now? Is that something they can pull off against a team like Brewers Ducks, who are actually performing very good both in the leagues this season and last season?
Yeah, it's we're seeing some good play from both sides, some mistakes, but they're making it tight for both teams. It's like, and this is, I think, the advantage right now is that, yeah, Stefan hit a really good shot there to hit and roll over, get fully covered, can't get anywhere to it, or a very difficult shot to get to it, and yeah, it just falls a little short. So I mean, instead of 4-3, we're 5-2. So it's a little bit going either way. Could come in. So we're gonna see as they head back out of the ice already. They're not taking a very long break. We're gonna see some. I think we're gonna keep this competitive going back and forth the whole way through. So Hopefully we're going to continue our streak of matches going down to the last stone. That's always great. Good for the numbers.
Hey, just Mike. Great job. He says we're doing a great job. Well, thanks to hear that. That's kind of very...
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You can see my blush. It's, now I'm speechless. I was kind of in a train of thought. I was going to do a very sharp analysis, but the only thing now I can say is let's see some good curling.
Yeah, they're heading back out onto the ice, so we're going to pop back out there. I'm going to go grab a beer to enjoy the second half of the match. Hope you guys all have something you can sit down and enjoy the curling with. And here we go.
I noticed that Mats was drinking red wine. He's a wine fan, or you can at least appreciate a glass of wine. Surprise me. Hey Wayne, you're going to have a beer too? Which beer are you gonna drink? Pilsner or a Belgian beer? Second half of the game. Brewers Ducks leading 5-2 in this first game in a best of 5 Challenger Series to compete. Who gets to qualify for the World Senior Champions, the Senior Championships of the World Curling Federation, end of April in South Korea. So the winner of this game, the winner of the series, can book some tickets. Thanks, Jan. So it's a Manablusser, local Mechelen brew.
All right, I'm back. The Yoska. I think she's here. If not, Yoska, if you're watching from home, hello. Good to have you in. Oh, she's here. Hi.
He's here.
Mike from FC Dirk says hello.
Yeah.
She says hello.
Yeah, you can have a hello back. She's here. She's you can be rest assured. She has an alibi. She's actually here. Yeah, you can see her sitting in right underneath the timer television behind the glass.
And Dirk Halens also says hello to FC Dirk.
Yeah.
Glad to have you guys all in. All right, another one up in the front of the house. Good positioning here. Let's see what Grey Ducks do. All right, just going to opt to get rid of it. Yeah, I'd weigh in a nice little beer and some curling on a Friday night. Not a bad way to relax. All right, sweepers are on this one. Want to hold it? Ooh, this one's going a bit wide. Just misses the guard and then misses that. Wow, finds that gap that really shouldn't be there. Ooh.
Yeah, you can see Tom kind of seeing the how close it is. If you want to try it, try to draw in between those guards or throw in between those guards. It's extremely difficult. This one seems to overcurl, so they have to tap and promote.
Tap on, it's gonna see. Ooh, it's gonna set up a double over there on the side, but it does get it back. Does a little bit.
Wayne got a beer, and he kind of balances out with a piece of fruit.
There we go.
And that's very healthy, unless it's Timo's black banana.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
And that's no pun. That's actually literally black banana in front of his TV, just to make sure I don't get misunderstood here. Because that sounded... I heard myself kind of saying it out loud, so I had to make sure I clarify that.
What I want to know is, where is that banana? Where does it sit? Is it always in front of the TV?
I think it was behind, say, the TV for over half a year, and then
Beer is just grain and yeast. Grain, yeast, and water. How is that? That's totally healthy.
it's a glass sandwich, as we say in Belgium.
10 beers, maybe not. But 10 sandwiches is also not healthy, so...
It's not after 10 yet. That's true. I mean, it wasn't my fault. It was Wayne that started out.
No, he's talking about your black banana.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, time slot appropriate comments, please.
Hey. I just mentioned that Timo sent me a picture of a black banana, and that's actually... it's literally... Never mind.
We're going to lose all of our subscribers tonight.
Yes.
Just watch. We're going to look at the analytics afterwards, and it's just going to be like, why did everybody just tune out right then?
Yeah.
All right. Well, they get the red out of there, but taps onto their own yellow. They do sit in the house, but it is wide open. We're going to see hit and roll, try to get over underneath that guard, maybe into the center. Is going to fall enough, and it's going to slide over. Oh, that's going to be very nice.
This is a possible candidate for a shot of the match. Rolling it that far.
I think his hit and roll earlier, but that's still a nice one. I will be writing it down.
We
and
have to
clicking
compare.
that button. So far, it's only Walter who's gotten things written down tonight.
He was the 85 percentage thrower tonight.
Yep, he is the one with the really high, keeping his team's average up.
Carrying his ducklings, safely to the pond.
Sweeping to hold this one past that guard.
That's
Just gets
nice.
it. Very nice one there. I will click that. Just to have somebody else's name on the sheet.
Stefan can be...
Is that Stefan? That was
think it-
Stefan.
yeah.
Yep, that was Stefan. With a PH.
yeah.
Got Steph in the canteen here asking for it to fall. It does. Maybe not quite as much, so it hits off to the side, and Tom is able to sweep that over to the edge. Ooh, a little Swedish curl comes back in a little bit. Red is sitting shot, just a little bit more of a biter than that yellow up front. Grey Ducks opting for the takeout here. Sweep this one, make sure it holds the line.
They need to sweep this hard.
Now catches it on the side. Is it going to stay in the back? It does stay in the back there. Now some might say there's a double there.
some.
They probably shouldn't. I mean, there is, but that's a tough double. That's, I mean, completely across the house. We can quick peek at the thinking clock now. Brewers Ducks just opting to go after that one in the back.
Good opening for Great X here. I think 2 stones in the house.
it. It's hard to tell if that top one is in there. I think it is just biting.
Yeah.
Oh, this one misses inside. Just never quite had the line. And
Yeah, this is a big miss.
fell off quite.
All the way wrong side of the center line.
Yep. An unusual miss from Stefan there. Grey Duck's gonna try to put something in front of that stone in the back.
This could be an opportunity for
About to get an earthquake.
switch cameras.
He left the door open.
So I was gonna say this could be an opportunity here for Grey Ducks to score points. I think they have 2 in the house. This could be third, and then depending on how Brewer's Ducks are going to throw their last stone, they might end up scoring some points here and reduce their.
This one looks a bit light and maybe over curled. It's gonna leave that one exposed in the back and comes up short. A little bit late on the sweep call there.
Yeah.
Comes up about 30 centimeters short. Maybe a little bit more than 30. Oh. Got some spam
Oh yeah.
in the chat.
So
Yeah, hide user on this channel. There we go. I should get rid of them all. Yep. Oh, haven't had one of those in a while.
yeah.
Ben niet zeker. Het is een centimeter. Ja, het is juist op de edge, maar we kunnen het zeker zijn.
I think it's in. I have the feeling it's in.
Yeah, that could
Now
be.
it's kind of matched, lined up with the blue, and under this angle. Yeah, hard to tell, but I'm guessing it's in.
This one is falling, but they're going to get that one to hold pretty nicely.
This one can't sit open.
Does sit out in the open, so this is going to give...
Could be a tree house here.
No,
Why not?
because there's only one stone yellow in there. It's the last stone. They can't magically turn that red one into yellow.
Theoretically.
So apparently I should not have given Pim the beer yet.
Only gonna get worse.
I lose track of stones, but I don't lose track of the colors.
But anyway, that's a shot for 2.
Yes, for 2 here.
It's an opportunity they actually need to grasp.
This needs to just hold. It's looking pretty good.
This looks good.
Make sure it's sweep
I would
it.
sweep,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
sweep, I
Try
would
to
sweep
hold this so it doesn't fall out. Oh no! You heard Tom call for the sweep?
Well, is it in?
Yeah, I think so.
I
think we
believe
got
so.
2,
They're not
yep.
contesting it, so
Yeah,
that's 2.
saw Stefan hold it up. So 2 for the Ducks.
Oof, that was close. I mean, they really needed to sweep that one a bit
Very
earlier.
close. Yeah, yep. That last little bit falling through the house, it falls a little bit more. So that was a good end from the Ducks there. They really held their own against the Ducks, and now we're seeing the Ducks lead the Ducks by 1, 5-4 through 6. So one of the Ducks is going to win. We don't know which Ducks. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that properly. So Grey Ducks taking 2 there to tighten up the match again. Through 5, Brewers Ducks 4, Grey Ducks. Brewers Ducks 5, Grey Ducks 4.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to get it wrong.
Opening up with a center guards.
Yeah. Quick update over on sheet B. Curling Stones took 2 in the 5th, so they lead it 5-3 over Belenki in the 6th end.
Wow, that's very unexpected. I mean, Belenki, they played a WCT tournament this weekend in the Netherlands, so I would assume they're kind of all warmed up, fully trained.
Yep. It's unfortunate I haven't been able to look over and see the action.
This one's too short.
Comes up short, doesn't make it over the hog line. Okay, over on sheet A, Double Trouble is leading 6-4 in the 7th end. That's also expected to be a really tight match over there.
Yeah.
And it's showing, it seems like it's going that way. Oh, this one might be a little bit light as well.
Can they get it in the house? Or
that one's going to get into the house, yep, and should be just in front of the tee. Or just on the tee. Okay.
He looking very close to the stone when he was doing his sliding.
I really wish we had a camera over on sheet B because Christoph just hit an amazing double takeout.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, against Belenki.
Yep. You can see he's learned a lot from Tom.
Yeah.
It's not a call like the shot that they called is not one that you normally see in our league. It was a fantastic stone.
I played against him a couple of days ago in the club championships where he was drafted with Dirk. And I was drafted together with Christoph's nephew, Olivier. And Olivier actually played pretty good. I was impressed. Didn't expect...
Yeah, he's really new to the club, isn't he?
Yeah.
Gonna sweep this one to get it back behind that guard. It's at half covered. I'm looking to play a hit and roll wide. Sweeping this one hard to get it around the guards. Just clips the guard, but not enough, and holds on to get that one out of there. Wow. You saw Stefan's reaction there, the heavy exhale. Ooh. Good result there for Chris.
Yeah. So for people out there that think curling is not a sport, try and do that.
On purpose.
Try and sweep that stone so hard, and then we'll talk.
Trying to get this one into the top of the house. Stefan coming out to help sweep at the end. That actually just seems to carry that last extra meter. It's looking like it's going to stop right in the front of the house, and it just carries that last little bit further into it. At least seem to be a little bit outside.
He's pointing, he's outside, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a push there on the release.
Zip.
So one slides right by. These two in the house for Brewer's Ducks.
Slightly off balance there, but was able to restore just in time to have a good release.
It's curling nicely. Be a touch heavy. Yeah, they wanted that one to be in front of the right around line there with the yellow, but that's going to tap that one back nicely. Now that one's sitting under guard.
Oof. Just tapped a little bit too deep, but
I don't know. I think that one's is well covered. There's a chance for a double here. You see Tom's looking at the angle.
Yeah, he was looking at, is it exposed enough?
I don't think they can go around that side. I don't think that's falling enough over there. So I think this makes the most sense here. A normal duck wiggle. So it's gonna catch it, but maybe a little too much. Well, catches it in jam, so it does get rid of one of them, but now that red one is truly sitting behind the guard. Yeah, gonna see Stefan take a couple of options. Alright, gonna try to split the house with this. Ooh, sweepers think it might be a little bit light. Trying to hold this one. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think that'll get over to the tee. Overswept it. You see, Walter's not.
Yeah.
Like, what were you doing? Carried a little bit deep. Still could count, though. You know, we are seeing Brewer's Ducks sitting with 3 in the house.
Take out.
Oof.
Ooh, that's
Inside, goes right between the two. That's a big break for Brewer's Ducks here.
yeah. I thought it was we were gonna say a big miss, but
Trying to be nice. Trying to look for the positives.
yeah.
For those of you watching at home, if I say, ooh, that's a big break for one team, it generally means that was a bad stone for the other team. That's my code. Super secret code that I use.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of misses, like mistake outs. It was not the first one, like on both teams.
Coming in this direction, that side seems to be the one that has the most, is most often missed. Tom needs to defend the center. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that going for the takeout way out there wasn't necessarily the right thing. Ooh, calling for a timeout here.
Timeout.
Yep.
So, coach is coming in. Coach for Grey Ducks.
Who's the coach for the Grey
That's
Ducks?
Danielle. That's Stefan's wife. So the player of the Huskies.
Thought she was just gonna go yell at Stefan for missing his takeout.
Well, that could also be your reason to call. I wouldn't be very comfortable walking on ice on high heels, though. So yeah, coach time.
Yeah, they need to do something to not give up a big end. They can... It's going to be difficult to score with the way the house is set up now. Hit and roll over from that far.
Oh. They made a decision.
Is a possibility here.
And they're going for a hit and roll.
This is a significant roll off of this stone.
No sweeping, so
It's gonna get the hit, but is it gonna get the roll? No, it's gonna get some. Wow. Come on, keep going.
Oh, God.
Wow. That is a pretty good stone right there.
Skip time. Happy Tom. And he has all the right to be happy with this zone. Skip magic. Happy ducklings.
A little unfortunate that didn't get all the way over.
Yeah, but
that's still a pretty... I mean, that was such a long way for that stone to fall over, so that was always going to be a tough one to
plotting the range of all the possible outcomes. This is a kind of a best 5%.
I mean, I guess we could blame Stefan for not sweeping. You know, if we are looking for a scapegoat of why that wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
But we would never do that on this channel.
No. It's so off-brand. Well, good thing that stone was on tape, because now it's gone. And they reverse.
Yeah, they reversed it.
They reversed it. Yeah, they did a reverse jinx.
So
now they can score a lot of points here. A very important last stone.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is something that they need to get protected. They need to get it buried.
and I don't want to feel the pressure on a skip throwing a last stone in this situation, knowing if you don't nail it, you might just give 5 points.
Oh yeah, Wayne, why do you think I took up broadcasting? It's so much easier.
Judging is so easy.
Mm-hmm. And Gary just said, and I get to drink beer. That is correct.
Yeah.
During the match. I don't have to wait for it to be over to have a beer.
Yeah. All right. I'm holding my breath for this one. Important stone, no sweeping, so that means the line is either wide or good.
Line looks okay. Is it the weights? Weight is pretty good, but it's gonna tap and roll. Ooh,
that little tap was so deadly. That little
leaves it open. So simple control takeout for 5 here.
Oh no. I mean, that was close to perfection, but that last couple of centimeters just made all the difference.
Yeah. Just a little bit heavy.
Not a lot you could do about it as a sweeper or as a skipper. You just had to watch and see. Are we going to see a 5 end here? And if we do that, we'll set the score to 10-4.
We gotta make sure they're sweeping this one to hold it. Just want to get this one on the nose. There it goes.
And this is 5. 5 deadly ones.
Big 5 for Brewer's Ducks there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oof. That is a tough one for Grey Ducks there.
And are they going to shake?
Oh,
yeah, they're the shake.
Hands.
And this is game 1, and Brewers take the opening game in the Challenger Series. Not over yet, but somebody has to win the opening game, so the Ducks did.
The Ducks defeated
and they did it
Ducks.
in style. I mean, if you can score a 5 house like that, you do it in style. But in favor of the Grey Ducks, there is no second game today. Second game is tomorrow morning, so they have to some time to sleep it off, get back fresh, and then see if they can come back tomorrow morning.
Supporters are quite happy.
Yeah.
See a little bit of discussion going on here.
So yeah, pretty quick game. I kind of had a feeling we were way in the game, and suddenly there was a 5 house. It was over, handshakes, and now we're here in the booth.
Yeah.
The beer isn't even finished yet. We have very happy ducklings, happy ducks.
They're a bit too old to be the ducklings.
Yeah.
Yeah, really fast match. I mean, I was expecting this one to go go all the way to the last end, last stone. But yeah, when you have a big house like that, it's really hard to come back with. They would have had to come back with the Grey Ducks would have had to come back with their own 4 or 5 house just to kind of force it to go into the wild. So we have our supporters coming in to say hello.
Yeah, somebody saying hi. I think that's a hello from Mike. And I mean, how painful for Tom. I remember his last 2 stones were actually very good. His 7th stone was a hidden roll that was near perfection. It just was a little bit out, just enough for Brewer's Ducks to take advantage and return the favor. And then with the last stone, Tom tapped a little bit. You can't really control that. It just kind of... Is a coin going to tip into your favor or not? That's kind of situation. And unfortunately, it did not tip in the favor of the Grey Ducks, at least today. Maybe tomorrow.
All right.
We have some statistics, some results coming in.
Yeah, Brewers Ducks raised their shooting percentage to 66.1 through the last couple of ends, and the Grey Ducks dropped a little bit down to 56.8. So Stefan was throwing quite well in there.
Yeah.
Walter raised his average even further to 89.6%. So some really solid play from Walter there to set up Stefan in the end. So yeah, really good statistics. Really good shooting from the Ducks, the Brewers Ducks. And this is just one of those matches. So hopefully we're going to see matches like this all weekend. Well, not like early ends. We want it to go all the way, but it's still like it was really good, really tight back and forth. And you're going to see that at this level. You were talking about Tom Stones being just a little bit off. And you and I have been victim. A lot of people who've ever played curling have been victims of that. You throw a near perfect stone, you've just a few centimeters off, and then you get punished for it.
Yep.
And that's what happens tonight. I mean, these guys are challenging to go to the World Championships. So you're expecting, A games, and they brought their A games tonight. And if you just miss a little bit, that other team's going to take advantage of it. And that showed tonight. So, it's setting the stage for a good weekend, I think.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm definitely hyped. Can't wait for tomorrow to kind of roll into the weekend. Feel like this was just an opening game. It set the bar and it set the stage. But the actual action is going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is where we're going to see if either of 2 teams are going to, at least if Brewers Ducks can kind of wrap it up in 2 days. Because if they win, they wrap it up in 2 days. But if the Grey Ducks manage to win one of the games tomorrow, then we'll take it to a 4th game and take it to a Sunday game, Sunday morning game.
Now, do I make the old joke that they had to wrap it up by 10 o'clock so they could get in bed? I don't know. Maybe. They have to be up early tomorrow. So it's we're back here tomorrow morning. They're hitting the ice at 10 a.m. We'll be on the air at 10:15.
Yeah. Quick glance at what you guys can expect tomorrow and over the course of the weekend. Game 2 and Game 3 is tomorrow, 10 a.m. and then 2 p.m. Well, quarter past, because we always start a bit later with the stream. Hey, just Mike, Pim and John, thanks for coverage, and say hello to Ross van Chrismalen. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. He's his evil twin. I noticed he probably must have an evil twin. And
maybe.
That has to be Ross van Chrismalen. And Mike, we hope to see you tomorrow on stream again.
Thank you very much for joining us, and everybody who watched us tonight. We appreciate it. Everybody who chatted, those of you who just lurked and wanted to watch the curling, those of you who turned off the picture just to hear our beautiful voices. We appreciate you all for being in here.
Yep.
We have got a full weekend of games coming up. So like we were showing tomorrow.
Next weekend is also a big curling weekend, because this weekend is the men's challenger, seniors men's challenger. But then next weekend, we're going worldwide, broadcasting the World Curling Tour men's challenger here in Belgium. So we're going to have international teams, I think from 7 different countries: Hungary, Poland, Turkey, an English team, Dutch juniors are coming over. I'm forgetting a bunch.
A Korean team.
Yeah, those guys have a big travel ahead, but they will be here. So that's going to be very interesting.
Let's not forget Timo Verreken and his team, Team Verreken, coming in. We also, I believe, the Housekeepers are playing.
Yeah, but they play under their official name, Team Dalle, instead of the Housekeepers.
Oh, they're going very like that. Yeah, it's true. It is kind of a natural international thing. That's how they do it.
Yeah, and they play for the World Curling Tour ranking. So I assume you have to have the skip's name in those rankings. And we have a guest here. Walter, officially, and the numbers don't lie, officially the best player in the game. That was proven by Gary, at least if I remember correctly.
Yep, 89.3% shooting.
89.3%.
Fantastic stones tonight.
If I can keep that up the other games, that will be all right. But it's always a team effort. So,
Definitely.
Yep.
but I'm glad that I can help the team and start first qualifying game for the World. So that's very nice. Eh?
Opening with a win is always very important with these best of fives. It kind of puts the pressure on always. Now we kind of say we're a team to beat. We're putting the pressure on the Grey Ducks, and they have to come back strong.
If you can win the next game, then they all have the pressure there.
Yeah.
So fine.
Yeah. Enjoy the beers and enjoy the broom stacking. That's always
Congratulations.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
broom stacking is happening right behind us, and I think John, we can join them and wrap it up here tonight.
I think so. So with that, we're going to say thank you. We're going to say do the like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. Follow us on all of our socials. I got to keep pointing at the right thing. And we will see you tomorrow. So thanks a lot for joining us.
Bye now.
Bye.